that's, yeah, we're gonna do this. So I have my tea. It's very strong yerba mate. If you don't know what it is, look it up. It's the best. It's so good for concentration. In my 40s, I feel like I need it more, just saying. But this is not about tea. We're gonna go from this to this little look of the day. A little bright pink lip. Didn't expect that. Didn't expect this to look like it does either, but I'm gonna get comfy and I'm gonna have links to everything that I use, including promo codes in the description. Buckle up, here we go. Oh God, that's so strong. It is not sweetened enough. It's like an espresso of teas. How are you? How are you doing? We're gonna try the Jane Iredale. I already put the Solara sun care on my face. This is going to go live during the height of Memorial Day sales. If you're interested in that kind of thing, I put all of my favorite sale options on the newsletter. You can sign up for free. It is for you. I haven't talked about Jane Iredale in a long time. I was going to say forever, but it's not been forever. And it's Skintuition SPF 30. I looked at the ingredients and I think I'm a little bit nervous because of my skin, not because of the ingredients in here, okay? Just a little, I'm just a little nervous. I don't know why, because if I'm looking at them right now, I see, oh, it's continued. Goes on to the other side. Something in here, oh, trimethylphthaleate. Translation, it's a silicone. We're gonna give it a go. We're gonna see what happens live. This is why I'm testing a lot more things involved in like healthcare devices and skincare tech, because my skin's getting pretty sensitive. Light medium. I have, oh dear, I think I got it right. I remember having trouble matching this for myself. I don't know what it was. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I'll tell you this because I do get this question a lot. How do I match? How do I know? 9 times out of 10, the picture that does it for me is the one that has 3 different arms with 3 different skin tones, and they do the swatches on the arms. And so I look at the arm that looks most like my skin tone. And then what I do is look at the colors, and I err on the side of cool, but also with some peach. If I go golden, it looks very flat on my skin. So cool toned, can't be too cool toned. So I will bring in the warmth that is peach toned. That's how I do it. Is it perfect? No. Does it work? Oh, it matches my hand really well, but that's my hand. We're going to use the Sephora 40 brush because I feel like it. And then I want to tell you something that I did with my concealer, which is it's not dumb, but it's like the laziest, most obvious thing. You can see the sheen, but right now this looks like a very strong match for my hand. Hand first, never apply to face first, but especially when you're testing. And I rarely say never over here, but we're just gonna quickly press. I do have an update for you. It's bittersweet. I finished the scorecard for the Jones Road foundation stick. I do like it. I really do think that drier skin types are going to enjoy it. However, it really did break me out in small spots. I didn't have a reaction. And just because it happened to me does not mean it's going to happen to you. However, if you have oily skin, combination skin, the wear test is where it lost me a little bit as well. You can see it all on the scorecard that's back on the Style Shaker. For those of you who don't know, I've been testing products for over 10 years, thousands of products. So I keep all of it back there and update it there. It's just easier. But yeah, I probably will not buy more of that product when I finish it. I just wanted to let you know, but go check it out because I think for some people it's going to be a huge winner. And I know a lot of you just bought it. So I just want you to see. I'm not going to say it's going to happen to you. Oh, it looks pretty good. This looks really good. Very lightweight. See, like there's just, it's lingering. It's leaving me now, but the redness from the Jones Road. My face was like, huh, I just had to walk away from it for a little bit, give her a rest, and then try something else that's new that could potentially irritate it. It's a circle of life over here. That was using what was left on the brush and on a little bit on the back of my hand, okay? Another test for me when it comes to foundation is all around the nose. Please note, and you're seeing this already, but she's pressing. I'm not swiping. I'm not doing this thing that you see when people go like this on UGC. If you don't know what that acronym means, good for you. You are living a healthier existence. It has just exploded because there's the UGC people that are like, you can make, I made 6 figures last month on UGC, but they're all doing this with the foundations. I'm not going to actually do it, but they're like, do you see that? Yes, Cheryl, we see it. We also see that you're selling this. Sorry, I'm not sorry. On the upside, it also makes me very happy because it makes me warm and fuzzy on the inside knowing that I'm giving you honest. Honest isn't always the quick one. You don't rise to the ranks when you give honest, but I can sleep at night, usually, with my magnesium biglycinate, knowing that I am not lying to you just to make a buck. I'm pretty much in love with the first impression. Now, this is a first impression. I really liked the Jones Road first impression too, and that did not work out for me. So we will see how this goes. But here's what I like about it. I mentioned it already. It's lighter weight. I usually don't put this on forehead, but I'll just do a little bit for you. Lightweight. I can still touch it and feel it. It gives a very subtle glow. It doesn't give you a greasy, oily, dewy finish. It looks like nothing on my skin. I'm not seeing polka dot pores, exaggerated hydration that makes my pores more noticeable. I had to be very careful with the way I said that. I don't know why, but it's not making pores look bigger. I like pores. I'm glad we have pores. We're human beings and we have pores and we have skin, and the skin has texture, okay? But I don't want to like exaggerate certain things if I don't have to. This is blurring a little bit too. So it's giving the veil of coverage. I talk about the veil all the time because it's my favorite thing. And that's what this is giving. We're going to let it sit. I have some new things from RMS. I have some stuff from Saie. Wow, 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 wow. Also, shade match for the win. I mean, today is my lucky day, I think. I'm gonna have a little bit more tea. Hold, please. Something I wanted to call to your attention. There's a lot of this today. I don't know what that's about. The Westman Atelier Concealer, that's not what I want to necessarily call to your attention, but a creamier, stronger, higher coverage concealer. Normally I bring a brush into the mix. Here's what I've been doing. I've been putting a very small amount on the back or on my finger, and then I do this for a minute. It's nice, it's silky, it's very creamy. It lends itself to this, not too wet. So you have a little bit on each finger. Can barely see it. And then what I've been doing is starting on the outside and bringing it in like this. I know this sounds ridiculous to people who are like, yeah, I always use my fingers. What are you talking about? Like using a brush too. It depends on the texture. It depends on how much time you have. But this little thing, I really don't get a lot on the face, so I get less creasing. I still get creasing with this, even though it's supposed to self-set. It didn't self-set for me. But it's a really easy way to apply concealer. You have to have something that has strong opacity, or else you're going to be at this all day trying to build. But I really, really like it. I really, really like doing that with fingertips right now. And then I will bring a powder in to set it. It's just very quick and easy. And we all know I like quick and easy makeup application. Some might say lazy. Whatever. I'm fine with that too. Man, this foundation is looking really good. Please, collectively, I'm not a religious person, but so we won't do that. So we're just gonna send positive vibes that my skin will be like totally fine with us. Thank you. And if you have other needs for your vibes, I understand this is not very important, but I appreciate it if you sent them my way because I'm really liking this. I'm shocked. Bronzer. Remember this? It's not old, but it's the Saie Sun Melt. And I had this in, I think, medium bronze, and it was very orange for me. This was years and years ago. I know Credo now carries Saie. You can get it in a lot of places, but it's this cream bronzer. I think they have fragrance in here, or they used to have, And Saie is not a repeat offender on that front, but I still don't have transparency on the fragrance. However, they sent it to me, and I'm gonna try it for you again. This is still looking a little golden. Know what I mean? Okay, stop it. It's looking a little warm, I should say. Not terribly. Doesn't even smell like much. Maybe it's to cover up some other scent. It's very warm. Bummer. not the worst thing in the world. It's definitely less Oompa Loompa than the first one I tried. And again, that was years ago, so that one may be different now, but it is applying very nicely on top of the foundation. I'm not seeing anything really moving and grooving. I didn't really put a lot on here anyway. But yeah, look at that. You can see the golden tone. Or it's not even golden, let's be honest. It's a little peachy, a little orange. Golden. Maybe we'll say golden. Let's debate it for the next hour and a half, shall we? Sounds like a good use of time. Oh, that looks good up there. Why does it look so good up there? A little bit better up there. Did I mention that I'm reading the book Careless People? The writing is really good. And I'm not the best critic of writing, but she could have gotten very salty. She could have gotten very dramatic. And she calls things out that are so, I don't know why I'm shocked at this point, but pretty shocking. And she does it in a very diplomatic way, which makes sense based off of her position. Highly recommend if you nerd out on things like I do. Also because I worked in the Bay Area and I had several friends that worked at Meta. So it's kind of like juicy. She obviously talks about He Who Shall Not Be Named. She talked about Sheryl Sandberg. There was a whole thing about the lean-ins. And I'm not going to talk about it because it's not my experience, but I'll just say juicy. Highly recommend. It'll make you never want to post on Instagram again, which I happen to think is the feeling anyway right now. I think people just do it because we feel we need to. And I'm not actually very reliant upon it right now. But in terms of, growth for the business, I don't know. I think there's absolutely ways that people have created successful businesses without Meta and without TikTok. Just deep thoughts by Brittany Whitkin. You're welcome. Let's check out the foundation and stop talking about tech. Okay. It's doing so well. I really like it. Keep sending the vibes, guys, because if this irritates my skin, I'm going to be so mad. Let's put some things on my eyes and make them look like they're there. Okay. Golden Beetle. Here we go. I can't really talk and do this because, well, maybe I can. This is going to look weird. No, I'm doing it. I know I could do this. So cute. My niece is in town. She's turning 5. I got her this Lego thing you can build, which is actually so cool and fun. And it's so nice to have kids around because you learn to play again. And she's the sweetest child, but she also has a competitive streak. And it's nice to see her look at something and get a little bit overwhelmed. And I see the wheels turning. And then I go, we can do it. We can build it. And she goes, I can do it. I can do it. She sort of pumps herself up. And I just kind of want to be like, never lose that. Hold on to that confidence. I will be here for you. Be your cheerleader forever, as long as I am alive. It's just so adorable and sweet. And I love being an aunt. I really, really do. But let me tell you, she wants to play all the time. It's a lot of work. She says knowing that having a child is a lot of work. I get it. But when she comes here, I'm always trying to take my breaks, drink my tea, eat my food, give mom a break, dad a break. It's just cool. I love little kids. Adorable. This is the Mob Cream eyeshadow. It's really good. I don't know why people don't talk about it more, but it's great. Ingredients, nice. What does nice mean? I don't know. That's why I make scorecards, to help you figure that out. This is in shade 115. I was recently watching something online and they were talking about bringing it up a little bit to lift the eye. I don't know. I'll try it. It's not for a hooded eye tutorial, of which there are so many out there. I love the makeup artists, the ones that are approachable to me. The ones that are a little too perfect, I'm a little scared and I'm kind of like, how are they doing that? And they move really quickly and you're like, okay, but I just need to like go get an oil change. What do I wear to the oil change? Not that you have to wear anything to an oil change, but you know what I mean? It can be a little intimidating, but also very fun to watch. I have a new palette from a company called Neen, N-E-E-N. This is in a silicone compact. They sent me this. They did not pay me to say anything about them, but they're a smaller brand and they're doing things with a lot of integrity and sustainability front of mind. And I just wanted you to let you know, sure, that they're out there. The payoff on these are shimmers It's so good. Look, this is their New York City palette. I barely touched the brush. I believe you can do refills here. I'm going to take the darker shade. I used this in, oh God, that's a lot. Look at that. I'll rub it off. Check that out. I barely touched this to the palette. Little outer corner. Little dabble, do ya? Listen, I don't know. It's the tea. It's the tea. And when I want to get really technical, bring back nature's tools. Fingertips, y'all. Fingertips. Fingertips. Let's go in and lift those lashes. My lashes are a little sad, I'm not going to lie to you. And what I mean by that is they are, I think the Swede, I'm going to try the Swede Lash Growth Serum again. They're not breaking off or anything, but I'm going to try it again because, you know, sometimes you try something, it didn't, you could see the before and after. It wasn't absolutely masterfully intense for me. I don't know why I used the word masterfully there. The results were not as significant as I've seen in other before and afters. So people have had success with it, but I do want to give it another try because I have another bottle here. Sometimes when you stop using a product, specifically in hair care, is when you realize, oh, maybe that was doing more than I thought I was doing. No, I'm not saying I'm changing my score right now, but I do want to try it again because it might have just helped lash health. Ironically, this is a peptide mascara from Soshi, which I always want to call Sosh. I don't know if I'm right. Maybe the brand will correct me. And I like it. I don't know if I don't know. It's kind of continuing to grow on me. Sort of how I felt about other mascaras that at first I thought, that's nice. And then by the end, I was obsessed with them. So we'll see. We're going to give it a little bit more time. But I do want to call out something that I researched for some, I don't think it was this. I actually think it was for an Iris and Romeo product or something. The peptide mascaras that are out there are talking all about lengthened, healthier. They have to use those marketing terms that are legally appropriate, which is nice. Thank you very much. But peptides on the length of the lash versus the base of the lash, where you're going to affect follicles, you're going to the root of the issue. When you're putting it on the length of the lash, when I was researching this, I wasn't finding as many sources and studies that could show that peptides along the length of the lash were actually doing much. I'm not really going to lean on a peptide infused mascara for that. Also, I'm not rubbing it into the base of my lashes. If you do that, then that could be fine for you and you might see results. But I'm not doing that. That's what led me back to the serums. Now, there are mascaras that I feel are hydrating, flexible. Those I really do like. And I have all my favorites on the Style Shaker. They're under Britt's Picks if you want to see them. And I have the Boss Guide, which is the best of the Style Shaker, which goes through every category, top picks by category. Oh my God. This is from RMS. This is their Legendary Lip Oil. And this is Chameleon. This is the one that's supposed to be like a chameleon and change with you and your skin. Green. I'm not going to lie to you. Come here. I feel like this is gratuitously bulky plastic packaging. I'm just going to say it. Are there other lip glosses out there and other products I'm trying that also have tons of plastic? Yeah. Yeah. You know, and maybe it's easier to recycle. I doubt that. But this just feels to me like a lot of plastic. This feels thicker. I don't know. All right. Sorry, RMS, but it's the truth. So let's see. What color will I get? Okay. Okay. It works with the skin's own pH. Am I making that up? Did I make that up? Did I black out and make that up? It's possible. Now it's turning pink on the doe foot. Wow, this is very pink. Okay, pink. It feels lovely. There is a scent. It is vanilla. It is a little sweet. It's not getting to the back of the throat. Okay, this is just, is it getting more pink or is it just me? What do we think? That's attractive. The lip liner in Sunset Nude. I don't know if this is what I would originally match with this. This is getting really pink. I don't know if I like it. I'll leave it for you guys. Wait, it comes off pink. Is this just a color changing thing? Very comfortable wear. I'll give it that. It feels lovely on. That felt a little bit better. You don't want to put too much of this, I think. For me, it would feel like, you know what I mean? Like getting in the way. Wow, this is really, how many times can I say this is really pink? Let's see. Ooh. Okay. This is good. This is giving that under the lip, I don't know if you can see it, under the lip sort of fake shadow. The payoff is really strong and it's not too wet. I like that because it doesn't bleed. If you have lip lines, this probably won't bleed as much as something else, potentially. Don't, you gotta try it. I'm not sure. Also finding it very forgiving to work with because it's not too creamy or wet. It's just sort of going where I want it to go. And I used to think one lip pencil is another lip pencil. It's really not. There are kind of little nuances to lip pencils that I've learned over the years. But, and I have all of my favorite lip pencils in the Boss Guide right now. Again, you can get that through the favorites page. That combination is not what I would typically do. What do you think? I actually kind of really like it now. I always have to do a lip combo. I'm gonna leave the face as is. It's very subtle for me with a bronze, but that could just be the lighting as well. And let's check in. You drink your tea or whatever you're drinking. I'm gonna check the foundation. Okay, here we go. Let's do it together. We're doing it together. We're doing it together. The kissy face is very specific, and I'll tell you why. Because that is when you can see the separation. Do you know what I mean? Have you seen that when you've applied a thicker, maybe more opacity? Maybe it's just something in the formula and you can see barely, you can see it. Bob across the street can't see it, but you can see it in the mirror. And it starts to separate a little bit. None of that. None of that. Nothing. Huh. This is really, I don't feel warm. Also, I don't really feel the need to set it, but why don't we just look at how it takes to powder really quick because we're here, okay? We're gonna bring the sweet in. I can't stop looking at how pink my lip is. Is that distracting to you? Because I'm a little distracted. God, my niece is gonna love this. I really, really, really want to get her over into the studio. I don't want to have her be like a crazy makeup kid. She's 5. She doesn't need to be wearing makeup. But she loves K-pop, Demon Hunters. And I was telling her that I have Mira's eyeshadow, which is just glittery eyeshadow. And I was actually referring to the Neen Eyeshadow Palette. So I thought that would be fun and colorful that we could play with her. Plus, it's raining. They can't get in the pool. So Aunt BB needs to have backup because they don't know what to do with her. I mean, there's always stuff to do at the house, but at my parents' place, there's that. But this could be a fun backup activity is all I'm saying. Yeah, no, it's fielding everything I've thrown at it like a champ. You guys, this is really good. Oh my God. See, it's coming off pink on the, you can't see that. It's coming off pink on my cup. So I guess it's just pink and it's color changing, but it feels cool. All right, friends, countrymen, probably just friends. This is the look and the skin is skinning, as I say, but that sounds weird. It's just looking good. I think this is looking really good. I'm just going to be grateful for the moment and I'm glad you were here with me. Links to anything that I've talked about, you know, they're always in the description, and my codes for anything that I have will also be in the description. If you want to beeline it to my current favorites, check out Britt's picks. I'll see you right back here real soon. Until then, bye.